Give an education to people. All right, so we are live in the studio. Apex in this fucking Hawaiian shirt. Let me go ahead and share this on Twitter with people. Because I know people on Twitter are slow. I know you niggas are dumb. It's okay. That's why I'm here to educate folks. I don't want niggas to be stupid no more. When niggas are stupid, it makes my life harder because now I got to deal with stupid problems. I don't got time for stupid problems no more. I need real problems. I'm trying to save the world. One stupid nigga at a time. But in order for you not to be a stupid nigga, you got to listen. You gotta listen to what Apex is spitting. Because if you're not listening to what I'm spitting, then you're gonna be stupid forever. How much the white bet? 1 + 1. We got niggas putting honeycombs and fucking blueberries on the Twitter timeline. Why? Why is it honeycomb and blueberries? How's it gonna help niggas? Guys, I got my first daughter. How to teach her a text? Oh my god. Oh, the top gayness of all things I've seen. Nobody does any real nigga shit anymore. It's tragedy. Tragedy of the highest order. So I'm going to teach you guys how to get rich in 2023. See, I've been slow on the social media webs because your boy's been out here racking dough. And, like, it's really insane the level of dough I'm racking. Like, the last 3 or 4 days, no cap on my mama's fucking wig split. I've been averaging 500 a day. 500 a day. I get out of bed, I roll out, and $500 magically comes into my account. Give or take a little bit less, a little bit more, but magically, like clockwork, roll on my bed and money's just there. And I say, holy fuck, this is insane. Where's the money coming from? And like, I'm doing the same amount of work that I normally did. Like, I used to wake up at 7 a.m., get my workout in, go into the fucking construction yard. When I'm going to the construction yard, I'll work hard. I'll do 8 to 12 hours of fucking hard labor. And after that, go do some other shit, some other side jobs. And that was life. And then I had the smart conclusion, maybe if I quit this job, then I have more time on my phone to go find other jobs so I can counterbalance all the laziness that I've been doing. And so what happened was, a magical thing called the universe says, hey, guess what? Most people don't want to go in business and they don't want to be in business full time. So if you go in business full time and you go in and actually do the things that you were already doing, except for you do it for rich people, you're going to make more money. And I said, holy fuck, this is mind blowing. And I hit the cheat code of life. So now I'm rich. Just like that, like fucking magic. But I was not rich overnight. See, that's what a lot of people, they like to con you with that. I was rich overnight. No, there's no such thing as a rich overnight success. I've been doing this handyman shit for damn near a year, living like a broke motherfucker. Broke nigga, like real nigga broke. You niggas don't understand. I seen struggle, taking buses, bicycles. Bitches just look at me and laughing. And now that Apex is now rich, life is now different. People can smell richness on you. You show up in a fucking Hawaiian shirt and a headband and sandals, and all of a sudden people start respecting you. It's fascinating. I never had girls fucking say anything to me. Nobody said hello to me. No, I was non-existent to 99% of the women on the planet until I realized I could get some money. I mean, once you realize you can get some money, your life starts to change. And here's what happens when you get some money. You don't change fundamentally as a person. You stay the same person. See, I used to think that rich people are bad. No. What happens when you get rich and you start getting this money? You just become a more powerful version of the original nigga that you are. So if you're a lame, you got money, like that David guy, that fucking faggot David on Twitter, and Hassan, all these gay boys, they're not cool with money. They just get more lamer. They amplify the gay lameness effect. That's all that occurs. So what I realized is, and the same thing with Tate, same thing with a lot of these guys, they got rich and it just became bigger, terrible, worse lames. That's all that happens. So if you don't want to become a terrible, worse lame, you have to do the internal work on yourself. See, that internal work on yourself is what makes you be able to sustain being rich. Because once you become rich, a whole bunch of different things like come unlocked in your life. Like, it's really insane because now you have options. So like today is Friday. I busted my ass Monday. Actually, damn, for the last like 2 weeks and a half, I've been going nonstop, 7 days a week, 3 jobs a day, three TVs a day for 3 summers, nonstop. relentless approach to the paper. And a nigga fucking can down there pay his rent 2 or 3 months in advance. And so now I was listening to my coach Whitebat. Coach Whitebat said, take a day off. You gotta take a day off. You don't take a day off, you're gonna go cray-cray. I said, okay, I'll take a day off. So I took a day off today. And what's interesting is when you know you're never gonna be broke and you have time and you got a little bit of paper, because that's all paper does. Paper doesn't make anything better for you in life besides it just buys you time. That's it. So now I got my time back. So now I'm sitting at the house, and you know what I start to value when I have my time back? Education, relations, real nigga conversations. That's what the fucking time is about. So now I can afford to talk on the phone with people. I can afford to educate myself and learn other things so I can be able to, thank you. Internal work is the only thing that matters in the long term. Listen, all that money you make means nothing unless you have the internal framework and mental capability to hold the value and wealth that you have so you don't have to disperse it. I've been paying people, man. I've just been spreading my love and money to people, man. If somebody comes and helps me out, here's $50. The kid was like, holy shit, $50. My maintenance man can't fix my ceiling fan. Give him $50. He's like, what the fuck, $50? I'm like, yeah, nigga, take it. I don't need it. What the fuck am I gonna do with money? It's just cash. It's fake cash anyway. And I keep getting more of it. I get more than I can handle. Like, one of the things that starts to happen that becomes really insane is that, like, you get more money than you can actually handle. And so you look for ways to spend it on people who deserve it. And that's the thing. Like, I'm not just giving money away for free to people, but if I see you trying, like, I met this a young Pajit guy. He kept hitting me up on my phone, like, let me do your SEO work. Let me do your webpage. And I was like, he called me like 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm asleep because I work out like 6 o'clock. And now that I can afford to sleep in, I'll work out at 6 o'clock in my workout in, train, run. I'll go back to sleep and I'll sleep till like 10 o'clock in the morning. He called me at 9 o'clock. I was pissed. Why the fuck calling me at 9 o'clock? Why are you calling me at 9? Which most people, you should be up at 9 o'clock. Me, I'm rich. I'm a rich nigga now. I wake up when I feel like waking up. Go out for a walk. I want to go for a walk. And I was like, "What, bro? What's up?" He's like, he's just telling me all these things, all this thing. I'm like, "Nigga, look here." He's like, "How much would it cost?" He's like, "It's like $300." Well, here's take the money. Here's $300. Do what the fuck you do. Then he comes back and calls me less than like 24 hours later. Hey, I finished the job for you. I was like, all right, let me see what you did. I laid this nigga's work. I said, Jesus Christ, brother, you gotta charge $1,000 for this. He's like, $1,000. I'm like, yeah, let me send you some more money because I don't give a shit about money. What is money? Then he calls me back. Hey, your website looks like shit. Yeah, I know it looks like shit. Well, let me fix it for you. I'm like, how much? Yeah, he's telling me all these stuff. I'm like, bro, I don't care. Just tell me how much does it cost for you to fucking make it look like it's supposed to look? $600. All right, here, nigga, here's $800. Go have fun. And that's how you start booming when you're a rich nigga. You just give your money away to people who want to work hard because the money's all fake. Once you break that constraint where you're no longer trading your time for money and you're trading your time, you're trading your money for skills, you realize, dude, what the fuck is $300? I make that in a job. It doesn't even mean, like, money almost becomes meaningless. It really does become meaningless at a certain point when you understand how to make it for yourself, where you don't need a boss, you don't need anybody else. It's just you out there fucking playing. It becomes meaningless because it's just like buckets in a fucking basketball game. What does it mean? I'm just putting basketballs or mounting TVs, fixing alarm systems. I'm just putting buckets up in the game. That's all I'm doing. And the result is I get cash. That's it. And so now you start looking for bigger things. Like now when I go for jobs, it's no longer about the cash. It's about the relationship. Who am I meeting? What different expansion can I get into? And so my goal today is teaching young people how to make money before I drop this course on Saturday. It might be Sunday, to be honest with you, because I got some jobs lined up. And how you make money as a young nigga today is you buy a power drill. You have to get a power drill. I don't know how many times I got to tell people, get a power drill, get a tape measure, get a leveler, and all the screwdriver sets, hex set, and you just go crazy. And then you need to go to leasing managers. You need to go to leasing offices, sign up for Thumbtack, get my course, which I teach you how to fucking get jobs where you can start getting paid like literally today. And just start hitting the streets asking people, can I do some man shit for you? That's literally all you got to do. Can I do some man shit? Hey, you got a light bulb that needs to be replaced? Like literally, you can have a light bulb service for old people. There's an old lady in my neighborhood I met. And I'm doing her like jobs. And some of the jobs that she's asking me to do, they're like $1,000 I can charge her. I said, ma'am, give me $100. I just like helping you out because you're an old person. You can't do anything. How are you going to put a light bulb up? How are you going to change the switch? How are you going to do any of this stuff? Here, let me do it. I'll do it for you. Here, every time I come over, just give me $100. I don't care what it is. I'll knock it out. And so what you start to realize is the best customer, the best, if you need to go make money today, go find out where old people live and go talk to a leasing manager. Old people will say, thank God. And they will give you fucking as much money as you want to get. And they'll let you just work on their house for free. And that's how you get your training camp. That's how you get your training so you can learn how to do other jobs. They got plenty of pictures that need to be hung. They got plenty of light bulbs that need to switch. They have so much work in an old person's house. And they're happy just to talk to young people who just want to listen. And that's the game, brother. That's the game. Get out there and start talking to your community. You gotta be like Spider-Man. Like I really be feeling like I'm Spider-Man the handyman. Like I just pull up to people's cribs. Hey, I got a problem. So I'm like, oh, Apex, fix this for us. Apex is here. And I show them the Hawaiian shirt, keep the fucking door down. Show me the fucking TV, nigga. Zoom, 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 zoom. Hey, I'm out this bitch. Zoom. Get in my fucking car. I'm out. That's how you live it. I'm telling people, this money, there's a revolution coming. There's a revolution. And also, please like, share, subscribe, all that other gay shit, because I know you niggas is lazy. You guys need directions because niggas don't listen to shit. This handyman thing will change your life. And then once you start to gain skills, once you start to get certified in certain things, then you can start taking on big projects. Like an AC unit. I'm telling you, this is a real life story. I had to do an AC unit where all you gotta do is basically take out the old AC unit, you take it out, unplug it, lift the old AC unit, put it into a square that's already there, plug it in, make sure it's safe and secure, put the insulation foam around it, and they pay you $150. I did that for a group of like 3 girls. These 3 girls, I'm now their personal trainer. And those 3 girls are going out to go get other girls and recruit those other girls. Because I said, hey, look, if you go and recruit other girls, first of all, you guys are not going to pay for personal training. But for every girl that you bring, I'll give you half of the money that I make from that girl. So $20, say you go get 5 girls, you make $50 for that training session. So you're getting paid to go train. Getting paid to go train. And so you start to realize the business game is nothing more than just connections. Give me one sec, we bringing somebody up. Well, Scorpion Designs. Welcome to the show. This is Apex Studios. How can we help you? Oh, shit. I forgot my microphone's not even by my fucking face. I'm just talking to myself, man. God damn it. But what I was saying is, you start to build these relationships because you're working in the community. And this person tells a person, this person tells another person. You start meeting financial bankers. You start meeting coders. I met another guy. He was like a fucking digital nomad dude, living in his house by himself, big ass. He just bought an 80-inch television. Dude is like, had me put the TV up. He's like, hey, can you do this put this thing up? And he was testing me because I didn't ask for pay. And then we're talking code language. And he's like, oh, yeah, I need you as a client. I'm like, all right, what do you do? He's like, well, we'll talk more. And so you start making these connections with people because one of the things I started to realize is money ain't the real currency, brother. Trust. Trust and relationship is the true currency in the word of mouth. That's the true currency in this game. See, if you're going out there chasing money, you're going to be disappointed. Because, yeah, you're going to make some money, but you're going to be all by yourself. I met a guy who was a piece of shit, very rich as hell. I just turned the money down. I didn't want to deal with him. He probably had like at least $6,000 worth of work in his house. I said, no, because you're a fucking piece of, you're an asshole. Look how you treat this girl. Look how you treat your people around you. Look how you treat other hands. Like, no, get out of here. Nobody wants to deal with that. And so when you start making paper, you get from a position of power where you don't have to worry about how you're going to pay your bills every time. The game changes up because then you start focusing on relationships. And that's when the change of mind becomes evident because it's like your mind frame. You got to go back to old school humanity. You got to remember the days before there was cash. Human beings have lived long before cash. We're not even wired to make sense of cash. Like cash is great, but from biological evolutionary standpoint, trust, relationships, feelings, comfort, feeling safe around somebody, feeling like they're trustworthy. Those are things that are way more valuable than the fucking paper. Because once you get to a certain level of paper, whatever that number may be for you, you no longer care about the money. The money becomes just a monopoly shit. That's why rich people pay so much, because they don't care. They just want people to come that are good people. If you tell somebody $1,000 to put a television up, they probably got 100,000 in bank. They're like, okay, well, let me think about it. Yeah, I'll pay it. Fuck it, whatever. I gotta spend the money anyway. I gotta write off taxes. Like, well, and that's the other thing you start to realize. Most of these people, your service is a tax write-off for most of these people. What you think is like some huge fucking coin, it's just a tax write-off. It's just something to help them make more money. Like once you realize the money game, once you start exchanging relationships for money, because that's really what the game is. Once you start worrying about the relationship, you realize this cash thing is just a tax write-off. Everything I'm doing is tax write-off. I'm just going to be giving money away. I want to go train women. I'm going to start doing a lot more fun things in the community because I built so many relationships in the community. And now that I don't need to worry about my cash flow anymore, it's like, what am I fighting for? What am I rushing out here to go get another dollar? Like, if you become money hungry, it makes you a fucking sad individual, because then you lose sight of what this thing is about in humanity. And once you start treating people better, and you even like sometimes you can really bleed somebody for some cash. But if you see somebody's like they're having to move, they're moving, they already have a huge amount of moving fees, I charge them a little bit less, because you know why? They appreciate you not screwing them in their time of need, when they're really down trying to fucking get all this moving closing costs. They're paying all these different people. For you to take off $200 off a service that you could charge $1,000, $1,500, for you to charge maybe $800, and something might cost $1,200 to do, that means the world to them, because they look at you and they say, oh, this person understands the long game. They understand this game is not about getting the most money out of somebody. It's like, dude, hey, let me bring you back. I'll bring you back around here, because look, guess what? Now that I'm up and I got my cat, I ain't never calling those motherfuckers back again. They'll never get my business again. But you, yeah, bro, and once again, it's all reference point. $1,200, $800. At the end of the day, if it took you fucking 4 hours to make 800, or if it took you 4 hours to make 1,200, what is the difference? Seriously, when you really stop and think about it, like, I made $800 for the day. What does that matter? Am I going to really be here pouting and crying because I missed out on $400 when I made 800 back when I was making, like, dude, and when I look back at my old days, if I made $800 in a week, I was happy. That was a big win for me. $800, I worked 40 hours, got $800, dude, that's huge. So, like, you never lose frame a reference for where you were in the previously. I think a lot of people lose that as they start to make money. Now, certain things you start to charge more, blah, 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 because your time becomes more valuable. Like, I understand when you have to start charging a lot more, but in the beginning, it's not necessary. Especially if you're let's see, wait, hold on. I got a renter I gave a better monthly deal to just because of relationship. And I know he'll take care of the crib, let me know issues right. Thank you. No, it's no cap. It's no fucking cap. Your relationship, if the relationship are right, the revenue will always be right. And that's the quote from my man Thought. My man Thought put that one on me, heavy gem. Because when a relationship is right, you got to realize relationships are going to outlast cash. And also I think about it like this way. If I do the job 70% cheaper, 80% cheaper, I'll get multiple calls back. So instead of me trying to go and find a new lead every fucking week, I get the same people calling me back to come do work. And they don't mind tipping. And they actually try to give you more money. And you be honest. You be honest with them. I had a guy, I did a TV for him. He put in-wall concealment. I didn't do any in-wall concealment because it wasn't necessary for the jobs. I say, look, your total is 400 at I think it was like 520. I said, but I'm taking $50 off because I didn't do in-wall concealment. And he says, oh, appreciate that, brother. You know what they did? Give me 600. I said, Jesus Christ, man. Being a decent fucking human being, you'd be surprised how far you can go. And when people say that you care about the quality of work, even if you do kind of shitty work and it's not perfect, the idea that you spent your time, you didn't try to rob them, and you tried your best and you were communicating with them the whole time, they appreciate that so much more, and they put you in connection with other people. Like, legitimate, I niggas think I'm playing. I might be famous. I might be famous in some circles that I don't even know I'm famous in. And it's really quite scary to some degree, knowing that these are maybe the final days of Apex being a regular guy. And it disappoints me to some degree. I was very happy living in the fucking shadows. It was a beautiful time in the shadows. But I realized one of the things is, and this is why your character, your internal development is so important. It's because when you reach that level where now you start to become like renowned and people start to really want to meet you, if you have not tested yourself and built yourself into a person who has discipline, who has courage, who is trustworthy, bro, you're gonna fucking lose your mind when you start into that next level of fucking stratosphere shit. And that's what I'm starting to realize is that thank God I didn't make it rich when I was a young guy. I would have been crazy. And that's what you're starting to see with a lot of these young dudes, these OnlyFans managers. You're starting to see with these other YouTubers. They start losing it. And Jake Paul talked about this. Boxing saved his life because when he was making all that money off of YouTube and checks were just rolling in, he started losing it. He started going crazy because he's like, I don't know what to do with life anymore. Like, I have too much money. I have more money than I can ever need. I have too much influence and power. And I don't know what to do with this. No, there's nobody to guide me. And so he found boxing because boxing gave him a regimented structure and a way to navigate his life without like the degeneracy. He found something of positive and constructive building. And that's what you just got to do with life. Make sure you keep hobbies and keep things that keep you grounded, keep you in reality. One of the problems that I find with young people is they don't have anything to keep them tethered to reality that is hard working. This is one of the beauties of being a handyman is that you're tethered to reality. Your job outcomes are based upon reality. If I miss the fucking stud and I drill into drywall and that TV hangs, that drywall is coming out. There ain't no fucking ifs, ands about it. It's coming out. And that's what you need to start finding in your life is your grounding. It might be piano. It might be chess. It might be training. It might be archery. There's a multitude of things that you can be doing that keep you grounded in reality, that help you reconcile that, hey, look, this fancy money, this internet popularity, all this shit that I'm getting, it may be coming into me, but I'm still a human being that makes mistakes, that can get better and improve every day. And yeah, anyway, I get to get back started on this course. I appreciate you young people. Thank you very much. And yeah, man, I'll be putting out the course, TV Rich Mountain God version 2. I'm going to teach you the thumbtack game. I'm going to teach you the local game. I'm going to teach you how to deal with these dog moms because it's dangerous out here, boys. You'll fuck around and have a dog mom pregnant, and then you fuck around, lose your whole business, and have a kid on the way. And I don't want that for you guys. You guys deserve better. And these girls deserve better. Also, start treating women better, please. Start acting like an older brother. I'm getting real tired of you motherfuckers acting like savages. Just fucking pussy and then leaving. Listen, if you fuck her, you marry her. You hear me? You fuck her, you marry her. We got to start coaching girls up so we can help society heal because we need some healing in this fucking motherfucker because there ain't no healing.